Hey guys, today we are doing 5-4, day 3, and we're still doing the sum and difference identities, so hopefully you guys have those in front of you. Today we're focusing on the cofunction identity as well as going backwards, which is technically the reduction identity, but we haven't taught you that specific identity. And today is April 21st. Okay, so today's video is going to actually be pretty short. It's going to be one example together and then a you try. So first example, we're going to verify cosine of pi over 2 minus x equals sine of x. So remember, I know it was a long time ago, but remember when we're verifying, we need to keep one side the same. So we're going to focus on the cosine of pi over 2 minus x. Now you guys already know this, but we need to confirm it. So it's basically a proof. So because we're doing cosine and it's the difference, we can use the difference identity. Therefore, our next line is going to be cosine of pi over 2 times cosine of x plus sine of pi over 2 times sine of x. And if you want, you could rewrite it equals the original sine of x. So the only thing we're changing is the left side. Now we can use our unit circle. So cosine of pi over 2 is 0. Cosine of x, well, that's a variable, so we have no idea, so we can bring that down. Plus sine of pi over 2 is 1. And sine of x, we don't know because we do not know what x is. And now it is basic math. So 0 times cosine of x is 0, and 1 times sine of x is sine of x. So we just successfully proved that cosine of pi over 2 minus x is equal to sine of x. And remember, your work is the most important part. So all of that, sorry for the sniffle, I am not going to make another video. Please try to do this problem. Verify the cofunction identity. Cosecant of pi over 2 minus theta equals secant of theta. And no, you cannot just say, I know this is true because of the cofunction identity. You need to prove it. So do the algebra. Because this is a you try, please pause the video. And when you're done, hit play and I'll go over it. So, because this is cosecant, that's not actually, well, because it's cosecant and it's a difference, we don't actually have a difference identity for cosecant that we've learned. So a way to consider this problem is in terms of sine. And remember, cosecant is 1 over sine. So you could rewrite this as 1 over sine of pi over 2 minus theta. Or if you wanted to, you could completely scrap this and just think of it as terms of sine and then do the reciprocal in the end. I'm going to leave it like this and apply the difference identity for sine, which is sine of pi over 2 times cosine of theta minus cosine of pi over 2 times sine of theta. And that should equal secant of theta, or at least that's what we're trying to prove. And now you're going to use your unit circle. So sine of pi over 2 is 1. And cosine of pi over 2 is 0. One times cosine is cosine, and 0 times sine is 0. So this is 1 over cosine of theta, which equals secant of theta. And I know you'll hate this, but I do want to see all of the work. And there you go. So we've successfully proven the cofunction identity using the sum and difference identities. So that's all I've got for you today. I hope it's pretty straightforward. Remember guys, there's only so many cofunction identities and there's a couple in your homework, so put 2 and 2 together. If you have any questions, feel free to email me during office hours or come to Flex Time. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.